In here,
Madam,
you can see.
Excuse me, madam, can you show qualitative one?
So I'm really sorry, Puta. That's why I asked from the beginning about the qualitative. So this here, what I have chosen are not qualitative, because as I know that this time, this is this time. So many researchers are. That means the qualitative type of research have increased, but the earlier many students have done in quantitative, right? So
and this is operational table.
No need operationalization table. Just you explain what how you do there. So that the operationalization means that how you proceed your research. So that any technique you use, that any idea about data analysis. Data analysis, have you decided what kind of technique you are going to use, or that the analysis method?
I have mentioned in the case study.
It's a case study, but how you collect data?
Observation, interviewing, those things.
Okay, then this interview data you have to analyze. So that for that you have to decide. A technique, that the method. So have you done the transcribing? So if there are interviews.
Still, I not done. Still not done.
Okay, so you didn't start your data collection.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, do.
So better you ask from the supervisor that if you are not familiar with. So it's like this actually in research. So supervisor is to guide you, but you are the one who need to read. So from reading, you will learn many things, right? So what are the things suitable like this? So if you are doing a qualitative study, so check that one article from Barron and Clark, 2006. Barron and Clark, 2006.
What's the name of one name?
Barron and Clark. So,
Barron.
Yeah.
Barron
and Clarky. So
Barron, no B, no miss.
Yeah, B. Actually, so but you can get kind of idea that how you analyze data. So there are different types of methods. So that if you are doing a case study, so that you told it's inductive. So in the inductive also, so how you analyze the data, so that you should think of that there are different types of. So and that search some YouTube videos are there. Just type that the qualitative studies. There are different types of qualitative studies in there that the qualitative studies we talk about data coding. So it's their axial coding, that the first time coding, second time coding, like that. You have to code your data, right? So for that you can use softwares as well. There are softwares like NVivo, then QD Live, as I can remember, or that even you can use spreadsheet, Word document. So check that most of the information in YouTube relating to that the data coding, that instead of that I forgot to tell this operationalization qualitative studies, you have to do the coding, that how you code in this. This Barron and Clark, they show that the 6-step in a research that how you have to do thematic analysis. So that the same procedure you can use in your study, and read it very clearly and simple language is there. So you can, they have published in 2013 also one article, in 2017. Then recently also there's an article. So using, reading those things, you will get kind of idea that how you do a research study, because that are not like quantitative. In qualitative research, there's no format. It's depending on you and the supervisor that how you do the study. So that you have to select or that choose what are the topics you discuss under the methodology, right? So that, but the sampling procedure, then your population, sample size, sampling technique, those are coming. Operationalization, you can explain this coding and what you do. It's not coming under this operationalization. Right? Surely you explain it as data coding. And then you will say data analysis, that in qualitative studies also that this reliability and validity, that you don't examine it as the like quantitative way, but that they check about trustworthiness, then the credibility, because the generalizability is the most that the most coming, that the argument and the issue is generalizability of the study, right? So so that I can recommend the articles, but I'm not with the time. So I don't think that you are able to understand that how I can ensure this reliability concept under this qualitative studies. Then they will guide that about that articles explaining this credibility and trustworthiness and those things, right? But we don't expect that much in your stage, but that the coding should be there in qualitative, right?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
For design of the questionnaire, are we just supposed to add all the questions? The questionnaire, that's it.
Design of the questionnaire. Yes, you have to tell like what are the questions, and what are the type of the variable and the scale, right? Scale you are using that scale is that agree to disagree, like that there are different scales now you are using, that those things you have to explain there. So so in here this study that this student that explain the research design first, then he or she has inserted the sources of data collection, explain the primary data collection and the secondary data collection. It's depending on your study. Then the sampling procedure. Under the sampling procedure, the student has explained target population, sample size, sampling technique, then has gone to the operationalization, design of the questionnaire. Then under this methodology chapter, you have to briefly explain data analysis. Data analysis and later, but it should reliability and validity come first, then it's coming this data analysis, then hypothesis, data presentation and summary. So in each chapter, that not only for this methodology chapter, so all the chapters, even in the introduction also, that it's a must that the summary should be there, because you know that the examiners, they first read your first chapter, but later on when they continue, so they sometimes forget. But if there's a summary, so they go back and read the summary and check with these objectives and the methodology and the analysis. So for that purpose, please insert the summary, right? In how the student has used So here there's an introduction to chapter. So then the design. So I'm not going into the content, but the titles. Then sources of data collection. So normally this is not a must. These sources of data collection, we know that most of you are collecting data, primary data or secondary data, right? So then data collection method. So sampling procedure, that is nice, but how that is explained. So but just don't keep one line, so just elaborate if you are inserting many like sub topics. Then operationalization table, here it's only limited to 4 variables: questionnaire or the statements, measurement, and the sources. Then here that here that the demographic factors also explained here. That then in the questionnaire design, that the student has explained that the type of scale used, the type of questions used, like that. Open here also open-ended questions also included in the questionnaire. So then the data analysis. So in here that the student has included the WhatsApp service, that statistical package, but actually what we want under the analysis is, so better you insert your research, that the objective. The first one is, if it is example that to identify the factors, you just put the head that this objective and mention what technique you use, whether it is descriptive statistic or whether use that we call advanced method as inferential statistics. So if it is inferential methods like regression, multiple regression, or some other kind of analysis technique, correlation, so likewise you just put the objective and what's the analysis technique you use, right? That is the expectation of this data analysis. Then after that you can insert what package you use, or how you analyze the data. So if it is this qualitative type of studies, you can just explain that how you do the coding and how you analyze the technique, whether it is thematic analysis, content analysis, or some other kind of or other type of analysis like that, right? Then this reliability and validity. So do you have any idea about how you can perform this reliability and the validity? Reliability, validity ගැන idea එකක් තියෙනවද? Hello? Hello? So, am I audible? So it's like this, right? So you know, before you conduct your analysis, so some are conducting pilot studies also. And so in here, this study, they didn't have done a pilot study. So that the purpose of reliability and validity are that to check whether this instrument or that the questions are reliable and accurate or timely questions are there or not, right? So that for that this reliability So normally you use, as I know from this compressed alpha in SPSS. So it is directly you can get. So that is, so value you get should be greater than 0.07. That is the threshold point. So you can read it. So even it's including the SPSS manual, you can download from the internet. And one more thing, so that I'm not sure whether you can go for the validity, because there are different techniques to use, that you have to measure some. I will give some what we call that the familiarity of validity. So in there, there's a concept called unidimensionality. So that there are tests to check the skewness and kurtosis value, then Bartle test, like that. So everything you can get from SPSS. So then there's the concept called construct validity and the discriminant validity. So that the construct under construct validity, convergent validity and discriminant validity. So to check those things, that the SPSS directly does not give the value. So you have to do a fact analysis and do the take the loadings, and through that you have to do it. So there are softwares that we can do but that's the way. So if you are really interested of doing it, you can refer to some videos in YouTube, and that is for the discriminant validity, you have to check Fornell and Larker criteria, and the convergent validity, you have to check composite reliability. So if you have typed those things, you can get the idea. But I'm not telling you to go that much, because time is limit. But for your awareness, I'm telling it. So if there are students who have done those tests, but you need to refer to your supervisor, and with your capacity only we are allowing those things. But if you are interested, you can do. But don't, if that is not there, you will not get, we will not reduce marks. So just do the reliability. For the quantitative people, please do the reliability one that you can calculate from SPSS, that is Compressed alpha, right? So that the qualitative ones, so that this reliability can be assured through the trustworthiness, credibility, and generalizability criteria. So you have to refer to those things, that how you do it. So one example, you may be that you have given your questionnaire to your friends and some expert, and you review before giving the questionnaire to, or that the interviewing the people, or that you discuss with your supervisor, or you discuss with some expert in the after the interview or before the interview, like that. So there are different procedures for that. So that just mention those things. So we check mostly how in qualitative ones, how you have analyzed it, right? So in the methodology, but mention that how you ensure the the reliability, right? So and I will show in briefly that I have taken more time, so I will take another project as well.